All right. I believe we are live, right? Welcome, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. There is no food, I'm sorry. There's just my water bottle. I hate to break it to you. I ate about 2 hours ago. Welcome, everyone, to another live stream here. Hope you're all doing well. I'm very excited about today's live stream. Look, I got the whole gang here. I can't recall any time that I've ever had all of the Radiator Springs cars out for a live stream. Really bringing out the big guns here. I'm honestly surprised, because every stream I do a setup of cars characters, and I don't think I've ever just done the Radiator Springs cars. So I've got all of them here, and also Ty, because why not do some self-indulgence? It's my channel. Yeah, I decided to call this Streamsgiving, which is probably one of the worst puns I've ever made. And if you know me, you know that is a pretty concerning claim to make, considering just how bad my puns are. I've seen 2025 cars on a few occasions. My mom was at a Target today and actually found a 2025 Wave. I reviewed on my channel last week the 2025 versions of Margaret Motoray and Barney Cones. Yeah, it's showing up on time, which is really refreshing. I hope I can find the rest of the 2024 stuff I was missing, but yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised that we're getting things like on track. We're getting things when they're supposed to be here. Well, it's literally just one store so far. I mean, I found 2025 cars in a grocery store. But Targets are starting to get 2025 stuff in. I'm starting to get really nervous that I won't find a lot of the 2024 stuff that I'm missing. When's the next Cars Adventures episode coming out? That's a very good question. I was actually I was actually about to make some announcements regarding Cars Adventures very soon. I was gonna do it today, but I decided to do the stream today. Probably Friday, I'll give an announcement just on Cars Adventures for the rest of the year. I've been so busy with other projects, unfortunately, I haven't been able to find this season on track. As we all know at this point, something that unfortunately happens quite frequently with you know, it's something that happens all too frequently, unfortunately, with Cars Adventures. Your store's just got in on the road remote. I've been looking everywhere for him, man. Yeah, so Cars Adventures will be coming back soon. We'll be wrapping up the season, obviously. I might be doing double uploads. I unfortunately don't plan to do a Christmas season of Cars Adventures this year because we're really deep into the Yojimbo story, and to interrupt it with a holiday-themed season would just kind of disrupt the flow of the other seasons. But I do have several other holiday videos planned. The Cars Adventures Christmas shorts that I did back in 2022 will be returning, so I could still have some Cars Adventures holiday content. And I also have some bigger holiday plans, some bigger plans that I can't disclose yet. Super secret plan that may or may not be one of the funniest videos I've ever done. I can't say it yet. I can't say it just yet. Christmas season would just feel kind of wrong at this point in the show. Yeah, it would be really off if after this season, you know, I had a lot of I tried my best to just end the tuner story at this season, but I was like, I don't want to. I don't want the next season to be holiday themed when we're this deep into the Yojimbo stuff. So we're just gonna continue this year of Cars Adventures into next year. Since we only got 2 seasons out this year, you know, so next year we'll have a next year we'll have an official holiday season and stuff. So we're basically kind of extending this year of Cars Adventures into 2 years. Well, I often do Christmas themed seasons for Cars Adventures. Not that the entire plot is Christmas themed, obviously. You know, last year it wasn't very Christmas themed, but with how few seasons I'm doing a year right now, it would just be awkward. The last Christmas season was 2 seasons ago. If you're binge watching Lap 3, I don't want every 3 seasons to be a Christmas season. So, yeah. So when's Kara coming back? Exactly. That was one of the reasons why I've decided to kind of split this year of Cars Adventures up into 2. I wanted to do a season featuring Kara Crashwell that I was calling the mid-season menace was what I was calling it. And I'm going to be doing that in early 2025 because, again, I wanted to do that this year and the plans fell through. Can't wait for the one where they go shopping. That's inevitable. Every year's got that, man. You can't not do that. Anyway, without further ado, I actually have quite a good selection of guests lined up. So we're going to start a call with our first guest, just like last stream. I'm very excited. Okay, this is like our big Thanksgiving special. We got a whole bunch of people here, okay? We're all eating. None of us are eating. None of us have food. All I have is a roll of tape. And unfortunately, I don't think that's edible. Although my first grade self would disagree. Well, actually, I've done holiday seasons pretty much every year of Cars Adventures. The way it works is you simply come up with an overarching plot that goes beyond Christmas, and it just takes place at that time of year. You know, I've done plenty of holiday seasons of Cars Adventures. So, you know. Sorry, I'm just eating tape. Psych, no, I'm not. All right. Let's get the show on the road. Let's get going. All right. I'd like to introduce our first guest. You know him. You love him. You've seen him here before. You're going to see him again as soon as he messages me back. Please welcome the one and only Cars Ignite 95. The one and only. Wow, that's my stream. That's my stream playing on your screen. That's my stream playing on your screen. Oh my god, this is terrifying.
Oh wait, it's not.
Oh my god, this is terrifying.
It's not mine.
Is it me? Oh, it's me. Welcome, Cars Ignite, and the other Cars Ignite whose echo I heard, and the clone of me who escaped. Wow.
Hello, Tape Eater Reviews Ty.
Look, it was one time I was in the first grade and I spit it out, I swear.
Tape Eater Reviews Ty, that's pretty good.
This girl came up to me and was like, "Are you chewing gum?" And I was like, "No." I chewed a piece of tape.
That's the funniest way to start a stream on with a game.
I just had tape next to me, man.
Also, so yeah, that's great. So wait, it wasn't flex tape, right?
It's not flex tape, although I do think we may have that in my basement.
You need to soon add that flex tape to your Swift, to the Tower of Swift.
I should add that to my diet, is what I should add that to.
Jesus. The tape. Wait, that was the thing, right? The tape.
Yeah,
racers, right?
Luby has a pretty good idea that I should be chewing the Hubba Bubba bubble tape.
Yeah, Hubba. So yeah, I heard you about you being worried about not finding 2024 stuff. I'm worried too, honestly.
Yeah, I'm hoping our stores catch up a little, and if not, then maybe it's a good thing a lot of 2025 is re-released 2024 stuff. Yeah.
Wanna know something kind of sad?
That I'm almost out of tape, guys. Look, it's running out.
No, not that, not that, not that, not that. That's not what I'm saying.
What? You haven't found GRC McQueen still? Is that what you were gonna say?
That's not what I was gonna
Okay.
say. The wave with GRC Max and Union Jack Ramon, that wave has not been found in the U.S. actually.
Oh, that's a shame. Hopefully we see that soon.
It's so weird. I haven't seen anyone report on Chase L. It's L.
Yeah, Hubba Bubba tape isn't very good. Like, if I were to make a tier list of brands of gum I've had in my life, Hubba Bubba's going, like, at the bottom. There's this really nice, like, sweetness to it, but, like, the flavor dies after, like, 12 seconds.
So, yeah, Max Chanel. So, yeah, sadly, Max Chanel, GRC Max, and Union Jack Ramon might not make it to the U.S., it seems like.
Well, we'll have to see. We still got time. Also, a lot of stores are still very behind, so hopefully.
Not to mention we have not seen a U.S. report for Mr. Mandy. Miss Mandy.
Where's your holiday spirit, Cars Ignite? Where's your tape? Aren't you supposed to be eating tape?
No, I don't eat tape.
Where's your designated chewing tape that I sent to all the guests on this stream?
You didn't send me chewing tape. Oh wait, oh no. Actually, I think I know where it went. I saw it for a second, but a certain pig wearing bunny ears that keeps asking me if it's Easter yet stole it.
Oh, I hate that guy. Well, you know, this is the weirdest start of any stream. Can you believe we're only 12 minutes in?
Toy Reviews Ty.
What happened?
What happened? Why do we just
You know.
Why are we talking about tape on a Cars live stream?
Well, I've got quite a few guests lined up today, so we're only gonna have everybody on for about 20 minutes each. And you see, that I should probably be using your time in a more intelligent way.
Yeah, can you please give me a bit more time? That was pretty stupid, not gonna.
I mean, my next guest might be a little short on time, but my next guest has a very, very, very important announcement. So, and it's not tape related. Unless they make it tape related, but you'll have to see when I invite my mystery guest on.
I don't know why, but Guido looks so out of place.
Well, because he's not Precision Series, because my Precision Series Luigi and Guido is an error.
Lindsay doesn't look weird, but I don't. It's like I mean, the thing is, I don't know why, but literally all the Precision Series cars, I think a lot of the Precision Series have pretty good have much better expressions than the originals.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food? Tape. Obviously. Guys, what have we spent the last 15 minutes establishing?
The best part of a Thanksgiving dinner for me, that's for sure. It's probably the sweet potatoes.
Bro, I have a really bad diet. I've eaten pasta every Thanksgiving in my life.
Bruh.
I'm not, I don't have a very wide diet.
Cars Boy loves the crate.
You know, those aren't bad either, but I'm more of a marker guy myself. We're gonna get demonetized at this point. Can you imagine? I'll let you guys know if I get a message saying I was demonetized for talking about eating tape.
Pasta Potenza.
Pasta Potenza. That's my motto. And you know, it's not like the rest of my family has turkey and stuff. I just don't like it.
I forget. I know. So also I did want to wait. So wait, does the I'm sorry, I forgot. I already forgot. What's so special about Precision Series Doc again? Is it his hood opening?
Yeah. I reviewed him yesterday. You should watch my review of Precision Series Doc that I did yesterday.
And Red's ladder it spins 360, right?
It doesn't spin, but it does raise, and his hose spins.
Okay. That would have been cool if his ladder spun. Honestly, it kind of looks. You gotta admit, it's really cool seeing Ty and McQueen together. They actually look cool together. Have we ever seen them together in the show in Cars Adventures?
I mean, Ty hasn't appeared in Cars Adventures for like 5 years. I feel a little scummy putting them next to each other. It feels a little too self-indulgent to me. It's really giving me "This is my OC, do not steal" vibes. Ty's really looking like a Mary Sue right now, but I just wanted a nice group shot.
He actually looks kind of cool with them, honestly.
Yeah, I'm best friends with all of the Cars characters. Sarge said that I was a better soldier than him. And Red doesn't speak, but he spoke to me, and he said I'm the coolest car he's ever met.
Oh my gosh. Don't make yourself a perfect character.
I feel like one of the only people more hyped for the next Project 10K than Diecast History. When I put up that poll, I was expecting it to happen. For the Sally Diecast History to get the majority votes.
I'm guessing 10K's off schedule, isn't it now?
10K's been off schedule for a little while, and I don't mind that. These are big projects. I'm
guessing the Adventures movie is not going to happen this month, or is it still going to happen?
There are 2 days.
December.
There are 2 days left in this month.
No, I'm saying December.
Oh yeah, no, everything. Project 10K is still wrapping up in December. I'm not pushing it into January.
I don't know. Also, I don't know why, but Shifty, I think he got stuck by the lucky string. I don't know who's on there in the lucky string.
Yeah, no, yeah, no. Shifty desperately wants to be part of the crew right now. Can't wait for Ty to film.
Let our boy out. I like Shifty. He's probably my favorite 500 half racer because I don't know why, but I really like Volkswagen Beetles. Because we don't get, and we don't. I feel like we don't have enough Volkswagen Beetles in the Cars Diecast line.
Can't wait for Ty to film the entire movie in 2 days. Knowing how I operate, I will say, while several of the Project 10K videos I started several months ago, the Cars Adventures movie is not one of them. The customs for it are done. The plot and stuff is done. I haven't filmed it yet, but here's the thing. My last week of classes is this upcoming week. I'm done with classes next Friday, and I don't have any final exams. I just have final projects. So I'm literally off until January 27th. I'm off for like 2 months.
That's right.
So
Shifty Sidewinder was once part of my family, but he's been removed thrice.
So I'm just saying, I got time. I don't know why,
but why does Ramon look so? Why does Series Ramon's mouth look so funny? It looks like he's screaming.
From that angle, he does, but he's smiling. It's just hard to see.
He looks like he's screaming from that angle. Everyone else looks normal, but then you got the Ramon who's just like. Ah!
You think Thanksgiving is us in the Cars universe? Of course, the Cars universe is just our universe, but with cars. Yeah, so I have plenty of time.
Oh wait, that's not the. Wait.
Then he canceled the movie because he couldn't get it out on time. Can't get a movie out on time if there's not a time to get the movie out by. Dropping the schedule for Project 10K and not abiding by a very specific schedule is one of the best choices I could possibly make for my own mental health as a content creator. Honestly.
I agree.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Do not. I far too often fall into setting up dates when it is not ready, which, okay, don't do that. And that's something I
Yeah,
need to
I
work
get
on,
ya.
not doing as much. I truly do. But when it comes to that, the Sarge's roof textured, yes it is. All of Project 10K is on track to be done by, like, before Christmas. I don't want it bleeding into the last, like, 10 days of December.
Oh, wait,
This
I'm sorry to
week
ask this
is...
because I don't. Oh,
Sorry, can I just say this real quick first? This week is a
yeah.
special case because there's a holiday, and also I'm about to start 25 Days of Suggestion, so I'm trying to get a lot of my... If you haven't noticed, I'm trying to get a lot of my big series out before December. I'm trying to get Diecast History out before the end of the month. I'm trying to get Ty's Cursed Book Club done, which I did, which is why I'm focusing on Diecast History right now. But as soon as I'm done with Diecast History, I'm going all in, finishing the Project 10K stuff, and also starting 25 Days. So yeah, which I should be announcing soon.
Okay. As I was Planes video. Sorry, buddy. Planes video is delayed till next year.
January, yeah. That's something that I'm doing when I'm on break as well.
And also, I am so confused. I forget. Were there two for? I know a few of them got two both playset and single releases. Was Fillmore one of the Did they get released single Fillmore?
Yeah,
no?
all the cars had singles except Lizzie. That's the single Fillmore. The playset Fillmore is the glow in the dark one.
The single one is opening back, right?
Yes.
Sorry, but because I don't have any of the I only have one Precision Series car, so I wouldn't know much about the Precision Series.
Purple Toad. No.
Purple to I.
I know that guy.
Hey, it's Mr. Sandman.
All right, Carzina, you have 6 minutes left on the clock. So we got a lot of guests today. Yeah, so it's only 20 minutes each. So if you'd like, the rap battle can start now.
I got a good question, Ty.
Yes, sir.
Is this how streams are going to be on with guests from now on, or are we going to be back eventually?
Not always. I'm gonna kind of go back and forth. As much as I like doing streams in a group chat, oftentimes I feel like we would talk over each other a lot. But
I miss the group streams, like the Lego Mini Racer painting streams.
Yeah,
are amazing.
I want to rebuild, like make a new group chat, because who we have on calls now is a little different than what we had a few years ago when we made the group chat. So, part of, last time when I did my stream, I was like, here, let's try it this way, because I reached out to several people individually, and that's what I'm doing here, just because I have a lot of guests on. So.
By chance, can you confirm or deny if the poison frog is one of the guests?
I think calling him the puppet might be a little offensive to him, but I may or may not have gotten a message from him. But our next guest is someone that I'm sure a lot of us will know, who again has a very important announcement. Something. We'll be with him
in a few minutes.
Very shortly, but. Ty's Cursed Book Club may be my new favorite series you have. It's definitely top 3. Yeah, I love it. It's a series I wanted to do for years.
So fun. I cannot wait for more comics. I've been loving the Cars comics.
Me too. But I'm very excited. I want to find some Cars Christmas books and do those in December. An episode or two.
Hey, I might have a small, tiny Cars Christmas book. If you want to do a collab or something, then we could always do that.
I could look into it. I think it'd be best if I just buy it like online. Probably. We'll have to see. Why are Cruz and Mac not there with the others? I mean, just kind of like.
Wait, if I remember correctly, you don't have Precision Mac, right?
I don't have Precision Series Mac, but also like. I put Doc here and Radiator Springs McQueen here. That's the reason why Cruz and Mac aren't. I never, most of my setups are kind of post Cars 3, and I wanted to do a Cars 1 style one.
Classic setup. I love it.
The group chat streams were very fun. They were fun, but you used to kind of neglect the chat a bit, which I wasn't in the chat because I didn't have an account. Yeah, I've been told that it's hard when you're on a call with 9 people. It's hard when you're on a call with one person sometimes, too.
Well, I'll help. I'll always be here to help on group chat streams like that.
Yeah, see, but the thing is, you and I end up just kind of talking separately. So I totally get that as a criticism, and I will take that into account. My problem is that I feel we talk over each other a lot.
So wait, which Precision Series do you not own?
Precision Series Mac, guys, was just the cab. It's very obscure, but it was just the Cars 3 Mac cab. It's nothing too special, but he's not actually that expensive. So I don't have... Well, yeah, doing the stream made me realize how many I have. I don't have Guido. It's kind of the main one that I don't have. I don't have the Light Up Flo, the Light Up Ramon, the Light Up Lizzie, or the regular Sally. I just have Light Up Sally.
And you don't have Fabulous Lightning McQueen.
I also do not have Fabulous McQueen, which isn't one I'm really looking into getting, but I might.
Fabulous McQueen looks pretty cool.
Well, I also don't have the Light Up Luigi and Guido, or Light Up Luigi and the weird Guido with the moving forks.
Guido with spinning Guido.
Is the regular Precision Series Fillmore worth it? I think he's not all that different from the original, but I do like him quite a bit. All right, Cars Ignite, you have two minutes on the clock. That's just enough time to spread a very kind message to the world.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Also, I have good news. Ty, I forgot to tell you, but I got good news.
Okay, you have 1 minute to deliver it. Go.
I just barely got enough. I just barely got enough suggestions for tires now.
Woo! You did it. Good. I'm very happy. I'll try to promote your 24 days again. I'm happy to see. Happy to see you got enough.
Because of course I've thrown in. Of course, I've got 23 suggestions in the usual surprise car.
Guys, if anybody would like to go over to Cars Ignite's channel and place a request on his 24 days of tires, which is basically like my 25 days of suggestions, but with one less day and 2 times the coolness, because Cars Ignite does it, please go do that.
Yeah, please do that, but
Thank you for joining us.
Anyways, happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone here has a happy Thanksgiving, and please continue supporting me and Mr. T Toy Reviews Ty, or should I say T Tape Eaters Ty.
Hey man, bad habits die hard.
Yeah, remember that.
All right, thank you for joining us. Cars Ignite, everybody. Woo! Clap sound, clap sound, clap sound.
Bye now.
All right. Well, Cars Ignite 95 has been one of my oldest friends on YouTube. I have known him for a very long time. And our next guest is another person that I've known for a very long time, who I used to watch all the time, who I only recently got to befriend and meet and speak with. I'd like to introduce you all to... I'm sure you could already guess who's on at this point. Our next guest is the one and only World of Cars Entertainment, Aaron, who has a very special announcement that I'm honestly kind of honored to be hosting on my channel, because he's about to announce the fact that he's rebranding to a rap battle channel where he'll do nothing but cars-related rap battles every single day. Every day, he will only be doing cars-themed rap battles. Forever and always. And if he says anything that isn't that, if he says anything that isn't that, then clearly I was given the wrong message. All right, we're waiting for Aaron to be ready, but in the meantime, all right. everybody say hello to World of Cars Entertainment, who I may or may not have just claimed is going to be a rap battle channel from here on out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Everything you said cut out.
Ah!
All of it was out.
Okay, well, you see, I just told the audience you had a special announcement in your 20 minutes here on this stream, and then I proceeded to explain that you were, from now on, going to be a rap battle channel that just did cars-related rap battles.
No.
Did I misread what you said? Did I miss?
It's a Luigi rap battle channel now.
Oh, it's Luigi's rap. Okay, so it's. So are you like turning the tire song into a rap? Like, how's that gonna go?
Yes, that's exactly. Okay, so remember when I did a sequel to the tire song in one of my shorts?
I thought the tire song was in a short first, was it? Wait. Hold on. What's the order?
Yes, but then I did like a kind of a sequel.
Right. It kind of scares me that the legacy of the tire song kind of scares me. It's like what I did to Hot Rod Steve Herschel. I can never escape it.
Do you want to know the origin? Do you want to know the origin of the tire song?
Guys, if you're a Cars channel, never write a song. Your audience will mention it to you until, even if you're like, okay, Aaron just does a podcast now, and it's still mentioned far too frequently. Like, if I were to stop doing videos and just post, like, if I were to give up on this channel and just go to Muptown Funk and make a video there once every 6 months, I would still get a frighteningly high amount of comments about random songs I've done in videos.
So, do you want to know the origin of the tire song real quick before I say the announcement?
Sure. This will probably be the most worthwhile story I hear all day.
So
that was not
sarcasm. The origin of the tire song was basically I was telling my friend that the new so I don't know why I said this, but you know the Suicide Squad movie, like the 2016 one?
Can we say that? My video is monetized now. I think we gotta call them the ouchie platoon.
Okay, you know the really bad Task Force X movie.
I'm well aware of the really bad Task Force X movie, and I'm shocked that the tire song is related.
For some reason, I saw the movie, and I was telling my friend,
I'm sorry that you had to see that.
That movie's really good. You should go see it.
And this was a prank, correct?
No, I was serious. I was 14, okay?
Okay, where's the kick off of call button?
Him, hey, you should go see it. So my friend was denying it because, like, he said
he was correct.
So much bad stuff about it. Like, no, it's good. It's just critics being critics. And then he told me saying, if that movie's bad, you have to make a rap or like a musical song on your channel.
Okay.
And I told him about my YouTube stuff.
Amazing.
I said deal. And then he told me that it was bad, and then I made a tire song.
Wow.
So you could thank that horrible movie for the tire song.
Thank you, 2016 Task Force X movie. I'm now gonna check the monetization status of my video because I'm very curious.
I tried putting notifications on for your channel, and it said no because your channel is a kids channel.
Yeah, it's still I freaked out when the COPPA stuff happened, man. I think my channel is still marked as made for kids. I have to undo that because my videos are not ever marked as that now.
So I was like feeling nostalgic, trying to look back on some comments from my old videos, and I found out that they were like removed and stuff, and I did I did make one of the comments available again.
Mm-hmm.
Hint, hint, for something, and I left some little secret code. Hint, hint. So do I say the announcement now?
Should we wait? I don't know. Would you? Let's just.
I mean, I'm making it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm honored that I get to house this announcement that the Luigi Rap channel is gonna be real. You know, let me just read through the chat first real quick. Yeah, so all your videos from 2020 are marked as for kids. Yeah, I started not doing that anymore in 2021. I should go back and unmark them. I've done that to select videos, and it's not an issue. But yeah, I find it so fascinating how ridiculous YouTube's system is when it comes to demonetization. When I monetize all my videos, the only one they gave me partial monetization on was my review of Rip
What?
Slinger. Like, is
I
that
remember YouTube made one of my videos marked for kids. It was an episode where Lizzie was dealing with dementia.
oh great for kids?
And the one that wasn't marked for kids, like it actually said it wasn't meant for kids, was Luigi and Uncle Topolino getting in a fight.
The one, the one thing I always look back on with the Kappa stuff being faulty is cupcakes, that like famous My Little Pony fan animation where one of them is killed and cooked and turned into cupcakes.
What?
Yeah, that was marked as for kids. It's a very famous. It was like a creepypasta from 2011-ish that was pretty big at the time. And when the Kappa stuff came around, it was marked as for kids because the art style was pretty much on point to the show, and it's just like,
You know the Mad Bomber video? I wouldn't be surprised if that was made for kids.
yeah, there are a lot of videos that just, it's a faulty system, obviously.
Yeah.
Well,
So
all right. Would you like to say it?
So
How do you present this? I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm gonna let you take the stage.
So, I've been thinking really hard. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, and I finally decided. You can quote the next line.
Shoot, wait. Let me, dude. You should have told me we were quoting Curtis.
Yeah, I probably should have. I you know what? Here, let's
Hold on. No. I am desperately going to Disney Plus right now and just gonna get my subtitles on. It's lightninging time. That's what he says there, right?
No, it's Cars 3.
Yeah. It's when they're in Radiator Springs. I know the scene. I want to just make it perfect and say it word for word. No, Ty, those are the Chinese subtitles. You can't read that language.
Okay, I'm saying this in Chinese. Let's go. I hope you study.
All right. Here we go.
I can't remember the starting part, actually.
It took me a while to figure it out, but now I think it's time.
Oh, yeah.
For me to make some changes.
Time for me to make some changes.
Changes? What kind of changes?
It's pure resist change, man. You're right, Fillmore. I mean, wait, I don't know. You're right, Mike.
Who's who?
I'm trying to remember. I should really just pull up the script or something.
Here, wait. Can I screen share it to you? Hold on.
Actually, yeah, that might be better.
Will this? Okay, all right. We're just gonna.
Does screen sharing work? Oh, it does work.
Yeah, I have a setting on my Google Chrome shut off so I could screen share streaming.
Oh.
So, all right. So who's voicing who here?
I guess I'm doing McQueen, and you can be the townies.
Oh, I will be everyone who is not McQueen. Sorry, buddy. Did you want this call to be private?
No, Ty. This is perfect. Listen, thanks everyone for sticking by Ty and me. Sorry, the pause thing is blocking it.
Yeah, I know.
It took me a while to figure it out, but I know now that it's time for me to make some changes.
Changes? What kind of changes? It's fuel to resist change, Aaron.
You're right, Ty.
Really?
Which is why I have an announcement to make. I've thought this long and hard, done a lot of soul searching, and considered all the options. And I finally decided...
Do you want to bring back your Cars series?
Of course I want to bring back my Cars series.
Woo, you said the thing! So that's it, huh? We some kind of Aaron's Cars series?
Yes, we are seeing the return season 7, 8, and 9.
Those are some big numbers. I can't even count that high.
Yeah.
You know,
so that's the announcement.
now you're gonna announce this to a larger audience tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Beyond the people
Yes.
watching the stream, but you heard it here first. Wow. You know,
Yep.
I mean, I'm just saying, I heard it here first.
I think it was like a month ago.
Yeah. So
I was originally going to make just like a new series, and it was like, you know, like I already like thought of it all and stuff. And the old series, or my new series that I was gonna make, was actually some scrapped concepts from season 7 that I worked on. But I was just thinking in my head, like, I remember someone left like a really kind message to me. I think it was in your Discord server. How like they just loved my old series and stuff, and it's like, it was like so like it almost made me tear up because I didn't realize
I think we all do. I know I told you the story before, but I had really severe surgery.
Yeah, that was another one. Yeah, that was another one.
And I had really severe back surgery before I started my channel, and I found your videos, and I distinctly remember it was some scene with Mater in season 2, and I laughed so hard that it was the first time I didn't feel pain after my back surgery, and I was like, I like this guy. He knows what he's doing.
I'm healing back surgeries, apparently.
He's healing back surgeries. And I know looking back on it is silly and goofy, and I think I don't always have the right perspective looking back on my series. I tend to make fun of a lot of my earlier content, but it's significant to a lot of people, and it's also significant to us because we wouldn't be where we are now if we hadn't done that. And to a lot of people, your series really means a lot. I think a lot of us see it as
I guess I just never realized that because I always see my channel and it's like, oh, 7,000 subscribers, Piston Cup Productions and Disney Docket, you know, they have like, oh, they have so many subscribers, they're definitely way more popular. But then like I see all these messages and it's like, dang, I'm old, but also yeah, it's like it really made me want to like continue more, and like I already had some blueprints laid out because like my new series that I was originally going to do like took place after Cars 3, and I ended my old series like at the during the events of Cars 3.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I do mean RC Cars 5. Thank you for
he never changed his name.
It's like, I guess
welcome,
it's just
Piston Cupster. Thank you for doing this.
No offense to the other people in the Cars community, but a lot of people kind of have the same formula, and it's like,
for sure. That's something I try to not do. I think this is a community that needs a lot more variety in content, for sure. I've spoken out against that. I don't think...
And it's like my series had like a unique flair. I say kind of unique flair because I did kind of copy Collection TV a little bit, but he kind of stopped doing it, so like I was then like kind of do something. Well, I guess mine was kind of original because no one did a Cars series that took place after the first movie.
I know so many people now, though, that see that as the blueprint for doing a Cars series. Yeah. Nowadays, I feel like because of you, what I do is less common. When I started my series in 2017, it was after Cars 3. A lot of people I know who want to start Cars series now immediately go for, I'm going to start it after the first movie. I think it's because of, I think you kind of set that precedent there.
Yeah.
But I think it's very exciting, and, you know, I mean, I just want to say, in terms of your significance to this community, the day I passed you in subscribers is the day I told myself, you made it, you're a big Cars channel now.
Sorry, I'm about to cry.
That was when I realized I made it to the big leagues, which isn't that big because we're a small community, but it goes to show that we have an impact.
I mean, I'd say when you make 1,000, like, well, I wouldn't say 1,000. I'd say it's when you have a big push, I guess.
I think it's just when you have people that care.
Yeah. But yeah, I will. guess a few details I might leave off with my series since it's like kind of live. I am doing 3 more seasons.
Right.
It's the thing about like it's still gonna feel different. It's still gonna kind of feel like its own little separate thing, but it's gonna obviously think like I'm trying to think of some examples. Like I think I told you this example actually. X-Men '97.
Yeah. Good show.
Things like that. It's fantastic. That's something about my old show that I also realized. It's like whenever I was looking back at some of the older episodes, I was like, man, I really did that story just because of something I watched recently.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Because, like, I remember Cars Season 6. Some of the formula for that episode was based off of some Ninjago stuff.
Yeah, I could tell in some of your content. I was able to. I figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah. So definitely expect an X-Men '97, maybe Arcane kind of flair to it.
It's gonna be interesting for sure. All right, you got 3 minutes left. 2 minutes left. And I think that's just enough time for you to sing the Tire song here on stream.
Oh, no.
Wow. Okay, I see how it is.
Um,
One of these days, I'm gonna have a stream where we can only talk in song,
yeah, oh no.
and you won't know what
Someone's asking if,
you won't know
the
what
new
stream it
season-
is.
So someone's asking if the new season's going to be... So you don't have to watch the old series. Like, the only thing that you would probably need to know... Well, I plan on making, like...
You should do recaps for sure. Those are very helpful for my audience.
I'm doing recap. I want to make like a funny like timeline. You know how people make like timeline videos, like the whole timeline.
Yeah.
And do that with, and I'm gonna make fun with my series, obviously, because there's so many inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, look, my series has over 1,000 episodes, man. We outpaced One Piece a few months back. So I get it. Most people, I think, don't watch my series because there's too much of my past series. So having good jumping on points for the audience is very important to me.
Yeah.
Recap videos save lives.
Yes, and like characters are, well, okay, maybe not, but like TG and Lane Lock are obviously gonna show up.
Yeah.
What else?
Well, I'm very excited.
I will say this though, each 3 seasons, like they're all gonna feel very different.
Yeah.
Like the first season 7's gonna be. It's gonna be more of a. It's kind of more of a test, really, just to see
how it comes back.
How much my quality has improved in filmmaking and stuff, and I will get a voice cast. So.
Oh, cool. Hire me. I want to.
will.
I'll voice the clown cars, all of them.
I will say there will be some on the road influence in that season.
Should be interesting then. If I'm not Greebles, I'm gonna.
And should I just continue the stick how like none of the Cars movies are canon except for Cars 1?
I think look, there's
how I did Cars 2 that way, and Cars 3 has some little like.
Look, okay, I'm gonna have to bring in the next guest, but I will say when you're hiring when you're hiring voice actors, there's this really good voice actor I know named Muptown Funk. I think you should try to get in contact with him.
Sounds good. I mean, I still need to like finish writing stuff.
Yeah, well, very excited.
I plan to start filming probably winter break.
Yeah. Well, I'm very interested. Keep me posted, and I'll keep it quiet. I knew about this since like a month ago, so.
So, all right. Well.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. World of Cars Entertainment, everybody. Didn't sing the Tire song or showcase his rap battles, but I'll let it slide this time.
You need some tires.
Woo!
You need some tires. You need some tires. Like.
Can somebody make like a Nightcore version of that, please?
No, but all right, bye.
Thank you, Aaron. Please don't make that. That would be awful. All right. That was fun. Yeah, I only have I don't, if there's a Cars Adventures channel, that's not me. It's 2 words that are very commonly put together. So, like. Anyway, I mean, I've only run 3 channels. This one, Muptown Funk, and Ty 2. Anyway, that was Aaron, everybody. I'd like to thank him for joining us. And now, we're keeping this train moving. We got our next guest on here. Please welcome. You know him. You love him. It's Calypso. It's Calypso, everybody. Please welcome Calypso the Poison Frog, who you must remember is, in fact, a frog. Somebody in the chat called you the puppet guy. Do you know what that means?
I'm not entirely sure why he called me that, but I was like looking through the chat and I did see that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's... I don't understand. Ty, I love how you introduce and say goodbye to every guest like Kermit. Do I? I'm just introducing people, man. It's just I'm just being a good host.
Yeah, I agree.
Can we get a Muptown Funk appearance on stream? That would be wild. I wish, man. I wish he could show up.
Yeah, that guy's so big. He's been, I don't know if he's either really busy or still captured.
Yeah. I don't know the status on him.
Because I've been waiting months for this freaking Bert's Nose video. And
where's the Bert's Nose video? I
still have no idea what that's about. I want to know, is that like a video explaining how Bert's nose is able to be removed?
This guy really started teasing an entire video about Bert's nose and did not make it yet.
You want to know, I already told you my theory
about
why Bert has a removable nose. And I hope that the video, I hope it also mentions Ernie's removable nose, because yes, his nose comes off in a sketch too.
It does. I should contact Muptown Funk and tell him to make sure he adds that to the video. Somehow I think he forgot about that. Yeah. That's the mysterious nose snatcher, right?
Yeah. Also, Beaker's nose comes off in one of the Muppet Lab sketches.
Muptown Funk needs a video on how many times Big V ate someone. What's up, guys? Today can we get dead meat on that instead?
Yes, get dead meat on their stat.
That would be... Knight wants to know if you're giving away Tiger posters.
Unfortunately, I don't have any Tiger posters at the moment, but I'm hoping that I can find an actual tiger and take a picture with permission, of course. Like when I'm at a bar or something and there's a tiger there, I could just say, hey, can I get permission to take a photo of you? And if the guy says yes, then yeah, I'll take a picture and open up a Redbubble store and sell my own version of the tiger poster for the special price of $19.95.
Is that who I think it is? Yo, it's Muptown Funk's in the chat!
Wait, what?
What? Wait, what did he say?
Calypso, I'll only release the Bert's Nose video when you give me a tiger poster.
That Muptown Funk, he's always up to something.
I better go to the bar then.
He didn't do Muptober this year. Yeah, I hear that he was too busy talking about planes. I mean, the one time that Grover was a pilot. I mean.
Well, hasn't... No, I thought it was Bert and Ernie that were pilots.
They were too. He was actually making a video called Muppet Pilots. You know, people are going to be pretty disappointed when they see that all Muptown Funk is doing for Christmas this year is talking about the time that Macy's sold a Grover plush.
Really?
It's a good story.
How do you have all this insight on a Muptown Funk? Do you have like a spy?
I do have a spy, yeah. His name is Ty 2.
Oh, I thought his name was Finn McMissile.
You don't... I have several of that one. But you don't hear from Ty 2 anymore because he's actually undercover enemy lines spying on spying
Can
on
we get,
Uptown Funk.
I hope somebody has been listening into every single.
And yeah, I hope they're writing like a lore Bible right now.
Yeah, so that they've got the lore document on Ty too.
You know,
because on top of being a clone made in the same cloning facility as Doug Walker.
As Doug Walker.
2, with Phi.
Why is Uptown Funk enemy lines? Good point. Uptown Funk is just too cool. We can't hold a candle to Uptown Funk. Like,
yeah. I mean, I can't hold a candle to Frid's channel.
can you
He has
hold?
way more subscribers than me.
Can you hold a candle? Period.
Yeah, I can hold a candle.
Okay.
I have hand.
Well, yeah. I just. Do you have to hold it with like both hands?
No.
Okay. I can't hold candles because one of my hands is a plane. Think about it. When was the last time you saw both of my hands on camera at one time? The Tylor is too deep.
Oh wait, did both of your hands come on screen when in the Headlight Zone finale?
Was
You were on screen, so I don't know if your hands were on.
Wait, no, I think they might have. Oh no, continuity error.
There's a continuity error in a Thai production.
What kind of cut rate production? I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. I don't know what pop culture reference I'm supposed to make right now. Excuse that, I got an Oreo ad before my...
Fired for that blunder.
Okay, do you see two hands in the finale of the Headlight Zone? Oh my gosh, you don't. Wait, you don't?
You don't?
I don't think you do. Oh, I'm being consistent with the lore.
This is canonical information. Lore keepers, write this down.
Wow.
Ty has he has a plane as a second hand.
Oh my gosh, what are the odds? I've just gone through every shot I'm in this video. It's almost like the other hand was holding the camera.
Okay, that's why your hand is a plane. It's the plane that holds the camera.
Yeah, the plane's alive. I talked to him. You don't see him on stream because he's manning the chat.
Oh, wait. So if the plane's alive and you talk to it, so is it like a puppet? Is it like a ventriloquist thing?
No, it's like it came to life one day and it started whispering into my ear and it said things like, "You should make a second channel about the Muppets and upload like 3 videos to it a year."
Well, that's kind of a weird thing to say, especially since you never did that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to ask, like, is this like a thing, like the original draft of the Muppets 2011 movie, where Walter is Gary's ventriloquist puppet?
Was that? Oh, yikes. You know, I don't know, but like sometimes it whispers to me and says, "You should make that Muppet channel and its name should be based on a Bruno Mars song." And then you'll say, "Won't that ruin search engine optimization?" And you'll get comments from people saying that all that comes up when they look up your channel is a Bruno Mars song. And you'll say, "What are you talking about?" Which is weird, because I never thought of naming a channel The Lazy Song, the channel.
I'm surprised that the channel, the plane, that your second plane hand didn't say, "Oh, please, they can hit the Did You Mean Muptown Funk section."
I'm a master of bad channel names, man. Ty, what's your opinion on Muppets Wizard of Oz? I saw it once, and I don't remember it.
I saw the original airing.
Wow. You know,
I had a VHS recording of the original airing, and I watched it.
I saw it on DVD. The only good thing in there is when they find the Wizard of Oz and Kermit goes, "What, like, you mean like Frank Oz?" And you laugh because you recognize that name.
I don't recognize that name. Who's Frank Oz?
See, he invented he invented the Wizard of Oz. He wrote the original book, actually.
Oh, so Frank Oz is a pseudonym for
The Wizard of Oz, who wrote the book based on a real experience he had one time when he got stuck in Wonderland. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who wrote The Wizard of Oz, but it's probably not important. So, but yeah, I do think Muppet Wizard of Oz confirms that nothing was a dream. It all really happened.
Well, in the original book, I believe it's not a dream, and it obviously depends on the continuity.
Yeah, it depends.
Shout out Oz the Great and Powerful, I think it.
Yeah.
Anybody see the Wicked movie? I heard it's pretty good.
I did not see it, but Max and Xylia saw it, and they really liked it.
Good. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the whole reason I couldn't be the first guest is because some of Xylia's family was over.
In the book, it's not a dream. Yes, thank you. I was correct. Yeah, I've heard Moana 2 wasn't very good.
I listened to the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson song.
Oh my god, so I was cleaning my room with my sister the other day, and we spent like a solid half hour just talking about how awful that song is going to be. How is it?
It's not good.
No way!
Because, yeah, it's pretty clear that whoever's writing it is trying to be like Lin, and they're just not.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that I strongly agree with Mr. Enter on. Writing music that's like really fast like that, like Lin does, that's his thing. Unless you're literally trying to do an homage to Lin, don't ever try to do that. You're just gonna look like a sad, shameful ripoff.
It's sad that they couldn't get him back, but obviously most of this movie's problems are going to be chalked up to the fact that it was originally planned as a TV show and was turned into a movie. So the fact that they couldn't get him back was, to me, red flag number one, and I'm genuinely not the... you live here for free and I don't even charge you rent. Thank you.
That's such a... Oh my gosh.
You know...
All of the songs of Wish are just...
Dude, like, I looked into it, and, like, the composers of Wish were someone who wrote for Justin Bieber and somebody who was, like, the cinematographer of a Lady Gaga music video. Like, she writes her own stuff. They didn't. It was the cinematographer of, like, the song she did for Top Gun.
That's unbelievable.
Like, guys, that's not who you're supposed to get.
Like, there's a reason that I've never tried to write a song, and if I ever wanted to include, like, an original song in one of my videos, I'd have to try to hire somebody else, because I could not write a song to save my life. I can make original music, because, Ty, I'm not sure if you've watched all the sketches. I mean, you've had a couple of months to watch all the sketches I produced for one of the upcoming videos.
I have not seen every single one, but I've seen most.
And I did put some original score in there.
That's great. Now I won't get sued. Unless you and I have a serious falling out and you sue me.
Like, that's ever gonna happen.
Ha 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 ha. I have an LLC now. Come at me.
Okay. But
yeah, no, it's look, okay, I what was right, so like I know every word to the rap verse of You're Welcome, okay? It's genuinely one of the worst, best songs I've ever heard. It's one of those things where I think we all objectively know it's not a good song, but we all love it to death.
I think it's a fun song.
It's fun. When I was a boy, I heard it playing in Toys R Us, R.I.P., we miss you. And,
it still exists somewhere. There's a Toys R Us next to the new Sesame Street Learn and Play experience in I think the Mall of America. Or
it's the American Dream Mall. That is actually not far. That's in New Jersey.
It's in New Jersey. You could go there.
My mom wants to go there and just see all the stuff there. And like, if we go to the Sesame Street place, I'm gonna be a full-grown adult filming in there, being like, "What's up, guys? It's your boy."
Do you think I would look out of place in there?
It depends on how large the Sesame Street characters are. But I think they'd be a little more accepting of you than they would be of me.
Something I really want to do is go to Sesame Place and see huge versions of the Sesame Street characters, the full-bodied version.
I just want to see Snuffy, dude. That he could like eat me. That's scary.
Because I want to see the size disparity between me and the in the Sesame Street characters at Sesame Place, because I would think we're supposed to be the same size, but seeing the size disparity in those images, I think would be very funny.
I just want to go to that big store outside and buy like the every year Sesame Place releases an exclusive plush of a retired character, and like that's my okay. Like those are sick. I think it's Little Bird this year. Just bring me over there.
Little Bird.
I wanna plush Little Bird.
I want a Little Bird plush too. Like, if just in case I can't get any actual birds to film for me, I could always get a Little Bird plush, because I'm pretty sure that plush is the same size as the actual Little Bird.
Yeah, I just give me a Little Bird.
Like, so I would absolutely buy like 2 or 3 of those Little Bird plushes and just slap them in the background of a couple shots to make it look like there's birds, like, just sitting around outside.
See,
that's my golden way. That's my way to not pay for background actors.
exactly.
Get a bunch of plushes and have them sit around in the background. I mean, we already look pretty similar after all.
Right. You know, I mean, look, honestly, I could go on and on trying to explain everything. I was going to break into the entire thing from You're Welcome.
Oh my gosh.
In the car section.
Oh no, oh no. Piston Cupster just sent me a video of how bad the... Oh, that's awful! That's terrible. It's two Chisakis, 2 Dats Gemins, and a Revo Cost. I'm so sorry. Look, the Toys R Us's in Macy's, where I live, don't have cars. They have, like, everything you could ever want, but not cars.
Oh yeah, I went to a Toys R Us and a Macy's too, and I was met with the exact same thing.
Yeah, so instead I just go a level down and scarily stand in the back of Hot Topic and wait until somebody notices me.
I found some cars, and I think it was a place called like Go.
Yeah, I go there all the time actually. That's the only place where I buy mini boxes.
Yeah, I found some cars there. I would have picked 2 of them up, but they were $7. I'm not paying.
Yeah, I just stand in the back of Hot Topic by like all the miscellaneous T-shirts with Wednesday Addams embroidered on them, and I wait for somebody to go, "You don't belong here," and then I make my leave.
That gives me an idea to slip into Hot Topic and just crawl inside someone's shirt, and as they go up to buy it, then just crawl out and say, "Oh hey."
Just pop out of a nickel. I was actually about to get this.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. I might do that at some point.
Then you can make a dope storytime video. I got banned from Hot Topic for sneaking into products.
Well, it's Fred that does the storytime videos.
Gone wrong. Look,
honestly, I think Fred would be more likely to do that, since not only is he smaller than me, as of right now, I'm sure he'll grow up and become larger than me. Maybe. I don't know. But he is also very malleable. Like, one of the things that he does, like, that he likes it when I do, is whenever we go out, he has me fold him up. Roll him up.
Like the thing when they throw Walter at the fence.
Go ahead. What?
I said, like, when they throw Walter at the fence.
Oh yeah, except not really. So instead of put his legs over, like, next to his head, I cross his legs and then roll his entire body up. He flattens his entire body. I roll it up like a scroll and store it under my arm as we leave.
Great. See, I didn't go into a Hot Topic for 8 years. I went there in 2015 when I was like 11, and I just didn't go back. And I went back last year to buy a Funko Pop, because that's all Hot Topic is good for now, and I got the bride from the Haunted Mansion. Hello. And she just kind of hangs out by my bed and glows. And I actually put my glasses next to her, and that's how I know where they are. It's surprisingly bright. You can see it in the background of some videos on Uptown Funk, I think.
I would not. Go ahead.
It's Uptown Funk adjacent. She was the villain of a Muppet special. It counts.
Oh. I would if Funko asked, like, if if somehow in the future I became well known and Funko asked, "Hey, Calypso, would you like to be made into a Funko Pop?" I would say, "No, get out of my sight."
See, I think, like, I'm so mixed on Funko Pops. Like, I think they're fun just to be, like, a little thing representing something you like. But they make entirely too many, and most of them don't sell. I appreciate the attention to obscure characters, but...
I think Funko Pop... Go ahead.
No, that's all.
I think the design philosophy of Funko Pops just isn't very good.
I get that.
The best Funko Pops are the ones that break their design philosophy, because most of them have those jet black eyes, and that's all they have, and no mouths. And, like, some of the best ones are Kermit and Elmo and Cookie Monster, because they are allowed to have the rest of their eyes. So they just look like chibi proportioned figures of those characters.
Yeah. So I totally get why people don't like them, but there are ones that I definitely don't like. Most of the Muppet ones are terrifying. I do have Phenomena, though. So.
Cool. I will forever be bitter because I actually have a I actually have bobblehead versions of the original Buzz Lightyear and Woody.
Oh, those are. I think those are very rare now.
Yeah, and I broke both of them.
Those are very not rare now because of that.
Yeah, they're like, I could have gotten like several $100s off of both of them, but now that they're broken, I'll never be able to. So sad.
All right, so I'm gonna have to bring on the next guest, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. Who is the next guest?
The next guest is your secret evil twin, Calypso, the non-poison frog.
Oh my god.
So, I mean, I'm going to have to go get him. So, thank you for joining me, our third guest, Calypso, everybody. Since apparently I do outros like Kermit. Here we go. Yay! I'm flailing my arms violently. You just can't see it. You'll have to take my word for it. It's very embarrassing. Yeah. I'm glad the camera's not on me.
I imagine one human hand.
And one plain hand. Yeah.
Yeah, although, again, as mentioned in one of the earlier things, they need to be consistent with the lore, so neither of those are your real hands. Underneath that is a lizard suit.
Yeah.
And underneath that is a little monster.
It's a little monster. Right.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on, Tyler. I always love coming on and doing these lore dumps with you.
Yeah. Somebody start writing the Ty lore Bible, please. I think we need that to stay. If I have you on another stream, we're going to be... We've crafted a story so deep.
Yeah. It's already got more continuity than any Muppets things.
Yeah. Well...
Hey, and Robin Tails Fighter, can you get on this, please? Add this to Ty's Wikitubia page.
Yeah, we should get Robin on this. Unfortunately, it's about 4 a.m. where Robin is, but I'll let him know the next time we're playing Minecraft.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ty. It was a pleasure being here as always.
Thank you.
I cannot wait for the Bert's Nose video.
You know, I think I can wait a little longer. It'll be out soon.
All right.
Okay. Well. All right. Our next guest is someone who you may know for making cars. I'm getting really bad at these intros. This is our fourth guest. I'd like to introduce you all to the Piston Cupster, everybody. Making his debut on one of my streams here, now, today. Welcome. Oh no. He realized that it wasn't worth it because we just talked about Muptown Funk for another 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
Not again. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, Piston Cupster.
It's great to be on the show, Kermit Ty.
Yeah. Yeah, Kermit Ty is one of the many forms I have to take to stay relevant in these trying times.
Sounds like a Super Smash Bros. Skin.
Yeah, it's my you know how like the Fire Emblem characters switch from male to female versions? I switch from Ty to Kermit.
That's reasonable.
My final smash is don't post Cars Adventures. I do it very well. So how was your excursion to the mall?
Oh, okay. So I went with a friend yesterday. It was like 10 in the morning all the way until like 6:37 at night.
Okay.
And we just hit up a bunch of Targets, Walmarts, and like HEBs. And at the tail end, we stopped at that new Toys R Us. It's one of their flagship locations that opened in the outlet mall. It's like 30 minutes from me.
Okay, so it is a mall. Like it is
Yeah,
it is a mall one, but is it bigger than the Macy's ones?
Barely. It's like an outlet mall.
Okay.
It's like the same. In there is like the same size as like a Hot Topic.
Okay,
Like
I've hidden in the back of those.
Yeah.
That's a really sad comparison, honestly. If you've been to have you been to one of the ones in Macy's? Because they're just kind of embarrassing. They're like, at least where I am, they're like awkwardly running across the side of the children's section in a really unnatural way.
Yeah, I was by a Macy's yesterday. I stopped by, but I have been to one before.
Do yours not sell cars? I just want to know if this is a universal thing.
No, I don't think any of them do. I
Yeah.
think a couple may have gotten glow racers at one point. but-
Okay, at least that's something. Like, that's weird. That's really weird. Like, it's just weird because every other thing you would expect to be there is there, and then the cars just aren't. The only Cars products I saw there, they had a Disney 100th anniversary setup at one of mine last year, and they had the 5-pack.
Ooh, that's nice.
So back to your story. This was one of the outlets.
Yeah, we just walked in and they had. I'm not sure how many. It's something like a Walmart, generally with an end cap, I'll say, it's called like that, but had maybe like 10 of those. Not a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cars were just hidden on like a back wall in between like a whole mountain of Hot Wheels. I probably should have gotten more footage while I was there, but I was kind of mad there weren't any cars that were good.
It just looks depressing from the footage you sent me.
Yeah, but they had a whole wall of Jeffrey the Giraffe Funko Pops.
Well, I'm glad they have their priorities straight.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else was there. I can't remember a lot of what was there just because I wasn't focused on it, but I do remember they didn't have like any Pokemon stuff at all. That's pretty popular, and they didn't have any of that. But they did have like a whole display of, and this is a whole trend I noticed at a bunch of stores yesterday. They had a whole display of Skibidi Toilet.
Yeah, I've been trying really hard not to go into a store with that because I don't want to have to explain what that is to my parents.
Yeah.
No, Mom, you see, his head is in a toilet, and kids think it's funny. I have
Some
to.
people.
I'm a little scared to go to Thanksgiving. Okay, I have a 9-year-old second cousin who brought a plush siren head to Thanksgiving last year, and I'm a little scared.
He's cooked.
Yeah, no, thank you for being far more bold than me. Okay, he was waving around a siren head, and I was like, I have to explain what this is to the rest of my family now.
Yeah, I was at Target. It was one of the Targets yesterday, and I can't remember which one. But they're like these kids, and they had like a $50 like Skibidi Toilet action figure in the checkout, and they were buying it, and I was so disappointed.
That's really like it's genuinely the most unappealing design I've seen for anything ever. It's just ugly, and it's really funny to see that ugliness stay in the merchandise.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm disappointed. I'll leave it at that.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. What happened? Why is the bride here? She just really wanted to hang out with Mater. They're engaged. Mater, run for your life.
I know, she's just in the corner. I can't see the live stream format because my computer died, but I have the video feed pulled up on my TV. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I think it's a bit behind the calls, but yeah.
Yeah, it usually is.
Okay, so
did you did you find anything
What's
at
up?
all those stores?
Oh yeah, I found plenty of stuff.
Oh,
There's
okay.
still like 5-ish cars that I didn't find.
I
But
found
like
yeah.
I found the 2025 case, like the first two. I found both of them a few times.
Good. Yeah, I found that for the first time today. My mom stopped by a Target on her way home from work. She's a teacher, so she may know what Skibidi Toilet is at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she called me, and they had that case, but Ernie Gearson was missing, unfortunately.
Yeah, I found him a few times. The one card I think I either missed or didn't see, was the hydraulic Ramon. I never saw him. At
I
any
saw
of the stores,
him.
but I saw
Or my
like
mom
everyone
saw him.
else. It's possible I missed him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's. Did he even want merch of his own thing? Probably. It's pretty popular. Yeah, regarding the Siren Head, it definitely looked unofficial. I don't think whoever made the Siren Head wanted plushies of it, but I was just like, I was a little disturbed, honestly. I'm a little scared. He also brought a figure of the Warden from Minecraft, and it made me feel old. I was like, when I was your age, I also played Minecraft. When I was your age, horses were just added to Minecraft, and I don't like thinking that. I don't like thinking that this kid grew up in a world where the Warden was added to Minecraft when he was 5, and the Warden was added to Minecraft when I was 19.
Oh no. Yeah. What else do we really have to talk about? I'm trying to think if I have any projects coming up. YouTube's definitely a bit on the back burner for me just because I have college finals coming up.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky this semester. I said this earlier in the stream. I don't think you're on yet. I actually don't. Somehow I don't have any final exams this semester. I only have projects, and don't tell anyone, but I have one due at midnight tonight, and it's 9:23. I have a little bit left. I still have to write. But
yeah,
I don't know how that happened, but like all my projects are, every class I'm in is a final project. Even my Spanish class, which I wasn't expecting, but I guess that's pretty good. But
I'll continue.
Sorry, I'm in a class called Career Path to the Arts. And we were basically thrown into a random group and given free reign to make whatever we want. So now my group has ended up making like a murder mystery ARG. And I think it's pretty cool, but like the group chat is incredibly dysfunctional. Like, these people are not my friends. It's just we're just working out a necessity. But I'm proud of it. I drew up the character designs, and I have a very cartoony art style. I do comics in my free time, and so I sent them off to this girl who's like a fine arts major. And she sends me back like all the characters I drew for this, drawn completely realistically, like mugshots of them. I was like, this is so insanely cool. You did so good. You took my goofy little cartoony art style and you made these look like legitimate people and also still look like my drawings. And I was like, this is amazing. And I get no response. It's like, so we're not even complimenting each other. I sent my group the entire script. I did the character designs and I wrote the entire script for the website, and like nobody said a word to me. There's just one girl who texts us like every 3 days being like, so how far are we? How far are we? It's like, we'd be further if you did something. But it's okay. I've enjoyed it. I just like, I don't know. It was kind of, I was in class, all the groups were together, and I was just like watching everybody get along really well. And then it was like the 4 of us really awkwardly just being like, so what are we going to do?
Well, at least that's something. I mean, projects, I would definitely prefer projects to what it is that my teachers gave me, which is a bunch of tests.
Yeah.
Yeah, chem, I think, is going to be the worst one just because on the last chem exam, which was a couple weeks ago, the class average out of like 500 people was a 50.
Oh, yikes. So they're going to curve it hard, probably.
They better.
I mean, like, I think it's always funny with college when you can tell that a class is that people aren't doing well in the class. Like my Spanish teacher, we were supposed to take five quizzes in that class, and so she ends up announcing, oh we're gonna have an extra quiz and we're gonna combine it with the last one. No, we're gonna have an extra quiz again and we're combining it with the last one again. And then it turns out that now I'm gonna make this a separate quiz because everybody did pretty well on it. And then she's gonna drop the lowest quiz grade, and now our final quiz is a take-home quiz. It's like, you know that everybody in that class is failing and are at the very least nice enough to just kind of break the rules until we pass.
Yeah, that's rough, man.
Sounds like you're carrying the project, Ty. I don't think so. I just had to do the first part. I did the script and the character design. Somebody else, that girl that's texting us frequently, I know I kind of threw shade there a second ago, but she coded the entire website, so she did a lot. We have another girl who, again, is taking my art and finalizing it. Then we have this one guy who's making, like, wanted posters for all the suspects. For those of you who are wondering who committed the murder, it's the girl that runs a knife company who teamed up with a mafia guy. Nobody can go to this website, and I won't provide a link to it because it has my real full name, which shockingly is not Toy Reviews Ty. Little known fact.
Oh, that's crazy. I would have thought your name would be like Muck.
Something.
Middle name Count. Last name Funk.
Last name Funk. Yeah, I get that a lot for some reason. Ty, if you don't mind me asking, what are you majoring in? I'm a creative writing major. I started as a film major, but I changed to creative writing.
Yeah, speaking of that, I can't remember how long ago it was I saw this. There's like this one wiki where it's like Piston Cut Productions wiki. I think I sent it to him one time. It's just like a whole like biography on his entire YouTube channel, like his full name, where he lives. And it's so creepy, but
There's a page on me on Wikitubia.
I'm fortunate to not have that.
Which we talk about we've talked about that on my stream before, but it's funny, but also like it turns out it was written by people I know, so it's not as creepy. Like my friend Robin wrote it, and he helps me with a lot of stuff on the channel, right? So he wrote it,
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. But still, like, I just think it's funny that a channel as insignificant and small in the grand scheme of YouTube does, and I just think that's funny.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't really know where my path is at this point, because again I started in film and I switched to creative writing. I don't know what I'm going to end up writing. I'd like to be a screenwriter. I a lot of my time in film classes I felt really boxed in because I felt like I was around people who, like, if I'm doing it, I want to be like a writer and director and also maybe act occasionally. It's like I want to be able to use a lot of different skills, and when I was taking film classes I felt a little boxed in. Obviously it's not true, but I really felt like I could only do one thing in that field when a lot of the greatest directors out there also write their own stuff. So I kind of switched to something that was a bit more straightforward. So I've been doing creative writing. I really enjoy writing. It's very easy for me. That's how I can confidently end the stream an hour and a half before my essay is due and know that I can get it done. I've always been very good at writing. Like I said, I've written a comic series for 10 years. It's something I really enjoy doing. Somebody cried at my final last semester, and that was a little weird. That was a bit much. It was, it was a nice story, but, like, I was told by her that she started to tear up a bit. So maybe I've kind of hyperbolized that a bit, but I took that as, oh my gosh, someone read my sophomore year creative writing final and cried.
Yeah.
It was like vampire romance, and they cried. So I was kind of impressed by that. The vampire girlfriend is killed in the end, and they cried. I was like, I did something right.
I'm really trying to think of stuff to bring up, but my mind is just blanking so hard right now.
It's all right. You have roughly 5 more minutes, and then I got to bring the next guest in, so it's all right.
All right. Let's see. 5 minutes.
What's your Here, let's see. Let's bring it back. What's your favorite release we've seen for 2025 so far? Oh my gosh, you talked about Cars on the Cars channel.
No way, Cars. Oh, I'm good at this one. Probably either Ernie or Eugene. I'm gonna go with Ernie for now because we haven't seen Eugene, but Eugene should hopefully be pretty good because you can't share the screen. But I have both Chinese and Thailand Ernie's right next to me, but the Thailand one is so much better.
For me, I'm gonna go Bye Bye Car. The fact that that's coming back is insane.
Yeah.
I made jokes, okay? Literally, you can't see it, but Bye Bye Car is on my channel background on the back, okay? She represents the entire Cars 2 line. We've made jokes about her for so long. We've called her Bye Bye to Your Wallet Car because she was $100 for some reason. And so the fact that she's coming back is unreal to me. And I'm not as excited as I should be. I think people think I'm going to be more excited for it than I am. But Bye Bye Car was never a car that I really liked all that much. I just thought it was funny that she was expensive. For me, it's probably Chet Boxcar.
Okay.
The concept of having the truck stop haulers come back is something I never thought would happen.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how that plays out. Also, the NASCAR line, because we have not gotten any leak for either of those, really.
Yeah, I'm honestly more interested to see what the next Walmart line is after. Also, the Glow Racers, are you about to tell me the Glow Racers are going on for another year? It's going to be interesting to see whatever Expanded Universe line they do next. Because we know, obviously, Race to the Rescue is going to be in the main line. So I wonder what the next Expanded Universe line will be.
I'm really hoping that Race to the Rescue line gives us some damaged racers, because if it's just ambulances, that's going to be such a letdown.
From what I've heard, this was my theory, and I think Dockett might have confirmed it at this point. I didn't watch his news video, so don't quote me on it, but I believe it is just Radiator Springs cars as rescue vehicles like what Tomica does. I've heard very mixed reactions to that. I think it's cool because it's a popular thing that happened in another Cars line. That happens all the time in Cars merchandise. Mini Adventures did it. There are books where McQueen becomes a firefighter and stuff. So it did take Mattel a while to get around to what is a pretty popular concept. But I think it's mainly just my excitement is mainly being carried by the fact that it's going to be a Radiator Springs variant line, which is not common.
That's true. That's true.
But if it's...
So
yeah, sorry, go. Sorry.
So what is a pretty popular concept, but it's good that they're bringing the ambulance themed Radiator Springs townies, but the fact they're going out of their way to do that, yet they can't give us Cars 3 vets,
right?
Or any gens that aren't the same pool of 15-ish.
I'm just watching. No, I don't watch him. I just get he announces a lot of news, and I know people who watch him, and I get information from them.
Oh, I have a story about him, but this is not the place for that.
I think we all have a story about him.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, no, I think the Race to the Rescue stuff is going to be interesting. I'm trying to stay positive with it. And that's kind of it. My worst fear is hearing people start complaining that they're running out of ideas. They're not. We're just getting Expanded Universe stuff in the main line now. And I don't mind. If you think about it, I started to think about it the other day. I had a birthday request where I reviewed the Metallic Union Jack Ramone. That's when I kind of realized that the GRC and now the Race to the Rescue line are just... they're just, taking up the spot that Scavenger Hunt used to take up.
That's true.
They're just kind of taking up that role of the non-movie specific releases. But, there was a Walmart.com link that said GRC Jeff Corvette. And I'm just saying, if you bring back the GRC for 2025 and don't make any new GRC cars, then you're wasting spaces. So, here's hoping that's real.
Yeah, I'm cautiously somewhat optimistic on the Race to the Rescue cars, because if they're similar quality to Adam Rodriguez, they should be really good.
I think if they're a similar quality to just the designs of the GRC, then we're in good hands. If they put as much effort into that as they did the GRC, I won't complain.
Yeah.
I would prefer something a bit more fitting for the Radiator Springs cars, but again, it is pretty popular for Cars merchandise to do. my like pipe dream would be they do direct translations of either the mini adventures or the Tamika ones. I don't think they will. Also, the Tamika ones have writing in Japanese on them, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see them adapt other toy lines' takes on it. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I'm actually gonna have to take a break from the stream for a minute. But thank you for joining us. I'm gonna get the next guest queued up, the Piston Cupster, everybody.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the Muppet Show, or whatever this was.
Right, wrong channel, wrong channel. Sorry.
On the car show, my bad.
Yeah.
I'll get the thing sent to you later. No
right,
spoilers.
Right. And remember, subscribe to Bumtown Funk.
And remember, go watch TPC movie, the 100th video, if you want to see Cape Rev get dropped off a building.
You did that?
I did do that, yeah.
I knocked a Miguel Camino out a window once.
Oh.
I was really disappointed it wasn't damaged, but it was in the box and it fell on grass.
Yeah, I dropped the K off of a 5-story parking garage, and it came out of the package. The package just shattered, but it didn't damage it that much.
I threw my only Hot Rod Steve Herschel at a metal garbage can. It bounced off, hit a cement floor, and somehow wasn't cracked.
That's fair. I mean,
that's a little scary.
Cool if you can do something right.
All right, well, thank you for joining us. I'm going to go get the next guest ready.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right, guys, I am going to go hop out of the screen for like 10 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, we are back. Let me just... I need to go check out that video for the Piston Cupster now. All right. All right, let's get it started. Our next guest is someone making his second appearance on a stream here. You may know him for his classic contributions to my comment section and a couple other videos. It's Eduardo Aguero once again. Welcome! You know, I don't know how.
Hold on, the join?
Yes, you're there.
Oh, okay, because the Discord noise was still going.
Okay. You know, I don't know how, but somehow, every time I call you, you're on the right, but whenever I call anybody else, they're on the left of Discord. And I don't know what kind of sorcery this is.
Our American rights!
Yeah. Are you sure you're not using a British computer?
Hold on, let me check. Well, it's Samsung. I don't know what Samsung, but probably sung something amazing. I'm bad with puns. Alright. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm getting that out of the way first, because I just don't know what to talk about right now. I don't think I have anything interesting going on right now. I got my last, I think what will be my last car for the year.
You know, I think you're like one of the only people that I've wished the audience a happy Thanksgiving. I think we kind of lost the plot.
Yeah. Thanksgiving? No, it's Streamsgiving.
It's Streamsgiving. What are you talking about? It's the day where we all talk on a stream.
No, I'm kind of bored. You know what we should do? We should go back in time. No.
It's officially been 100 minutes now that we've been streaming. Do you guys want to hear the essay I have to submit in 2 hours? Just ready.
Back in time to the first Thanksgiving.
To get turkey off the menu?
To get turkey off the menu.
You know, back when I was a film major, I knew these two kids, and I still know them. They're very nice. But there was one day where I used to have a 2.5 hour gap between two of my film classes, and I came to my second class one day, and they're like, yeah, between the break between classes, we just fully watched all of Freebirds.
I'm gonna watch Freebirds tomorrow, actually, because I think it'd be really funny.
You know, I'm in a pop culture. I'm in a class called Popular Culture and the Media, and he was really struggling to find a movie for us to watch that was Thanksgiving themed, and we just ended up watching a really bad quality Hallmark movie. It was pretty bad.
Oh.
I'll get into that in a minute if you guys want to hear it. But somehow none of us suggested Freebirds.
Yeah, that's such a disservice to the movie where they go back in time to the first Thanksgiving to get turkeys off the menu.
What are you thankful for, Ty? I'm thankful for the fact that I never have to watch that Hallmark Thanksgiving movie again. I'm going to break down the plot for you guys. Stop me if you've heard this one before. I'll be immediately stopped because every Hallmark movie is literally the exact same. Busy businesswoman doesn't have time for family.
That's the plot.
Yes. Okay? She doesn't have time for family to, like, a cartoonish degree. Okay? And she's like, I can't believe I have to recap this. My mom was like... My mom was like, what movie did you watch? Yeah, did you guys end up watching? I was like, I don't want to explain. It's too draining. Okay? So, busy businesswoman, she's like cartoonishly bad at family. She's got a sister who's like overworked with kids, who is cartoonishly overworked. She's like, when I'm in the bathroom, it's the only time I can check my email because it's the only time that the kids aren't up and around.
Yeah.
And she's like cartoonishly. This is my Thanksgiving special. Bum bum bum. Like cartoonishly busy, and it's like, yeah, well, my sister, sent has never met my son and sent him like a Yale sweatshirt when he was born instead. It's like, okay. So busy businesswoman shockingly has to work on Thanksgiving. She's a lawyer and is also doing a court case against like this company that's gonna. Guys, this is...
And cabs instead of cars. Yo, when are we getting the GRC skip?
This is genuinely such a waste of time to explain.
Look, I wanted a good lawyer, like, I call up Sally from Cars.
I tend to go to Matt Murdock. I hear he's a very good lawyer.
Yeah.
But you see... It's really bad. Eventually, she ends up in like a freaking alternate universe, okay? She ends up in like an alternate universe where she is married with kids and has to learn like responsibility before she can go back home. And eventually, do you think she learns to be a good person who is not occupied with nothing but work?
No, because your work is like important. You kind of need that to pay the bills.
Well, she needs like good work-life balance. That was what she had to learn. And
True.
you see, I mean, look, there were some exciting scenes, like scene where she forgets one of her children at a building and has to go back, or scene where she goes shopping and the other child that she's not supposed to have starts rolling away in the shopping cart and she has to catch her before she gets hit by a car. And it's in moments like this where you go, this movie can take a shockingly dark turn and become vaguely interesting, which is not what you want to be thinking, but the movie is so boring that it turns out the only way it could possibly be interesting is if the shopping cart runs into a car.
Maybe like car was Lightning McQueen, things would be more interesting. He's just like, wow, I'm at Walmart.
RSM Productions, it is in fact called that. I'm scared that you found that, but I believe it's like the only Hallmark Thanksgiving movie. It was literally called A Family Thanksgiving. So if you have some free time tomorrow and you want to celebrate Thanksgiving, don't watch it. I know some great...
I'm overworked hearing the summary of this plot.
Yeah, it's weirdly convoluted. See, there are a lot of other great Thanksgiving movies you can watch instead, like
Freebirds. Did the Muppets?
The Muppets.
Yeah, I should really ask Mountain Funk if there's ever been like a Muppets Thanksgiving special.
Not really. Kind of. Spider-Man 1 has a Thanksgiving scene in it.
Yeah, Spider-Man 1 is a good movie. I love Spider-Man 1. I think I like Spider-Man 2 the most. I actively defended 3 because I thought, hey, I like it. It's a good ending to the trilogy. I don't know. I'm impressed that they managed to make it not terrible, or at least not as terrible. Like they tried, I guess. That's how I see it. I like that they put effort instead of just phoning it in for the third one because they were like, oh my God, Sony, please stop asking us about Venom. Please stop asking us to make Venom voiced by, was it like Woody Harrelson or something?
Woody played Carnage.
Yeah.
Close enough. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, that's one. Do the Muppets have a Thanksgiving special technically? I'm sure Sesame Street has like 30. Goes to the Muppet Wiki and violently starts typing Thanksgiving. Okay. Okay, so the only one that comes up is technically Lady Gaga and the Muppets Holiday Spectacular aired on Thanksgiving. You shouldn't watch that, though. You should instead watch the award-nominated Muptown Funk video about it.
Yes.
That was nominated.
Wait, why am I echoing that wasn't happening before?
You're good.
I haven't talked for a while. No, I'm good. I don't like talking over people. I feel like I do that too much.
That was actually nominated for an award, so
As deserved.
it lost.
Aw. As undeserved.
Um,
I guess I could talk about me. I have a cabinet now, and I've put a bunch of my Cars stuff in it. Pretty cool. It's Ty's idea. I made a Cars one. I don't know if that was subconsciously, or like, I guess I just figured I had a bunch of Cars 1 cars and just put them all in one place, because my collection is, like, very disorganized, so I just kind of, like, had cars all over the place. Like, I had, like, Laura Ramon in, like, a box from the Saludos Amigos 2-pack, and I kind of just, like, left them in my closet to rot, and I just finally busted them out.
Plushyrama asks, what are you giving on Thanksgiving? I'm giving away my soul, actually, as an NFT. So you can
Well, sign me up. I would buy that. And then dress it up with a little top hat, because I think that'd look cool.
I hope nobody screenshots it.
Your one weakness.
I can't believe I just made an NFT joke in 2024.
I can't believe Cars had officials NFTs that one time. They didn't even make Lightning McQueen is the weird thing. We got an NFT of Flow for some reason.
It was Disney. It wasn't Cars. I don't blame the Cars people. Disney did a few. NFTs are pretty much dead. If you invested in them, I'm sorry, but like I'm gonna laugh. Like it was that genuinely. I know they still exist to some capacity, and I'm sure there are people who are genuinely passionate about it. But like genuinely, no joke. Top 3 stupidest trends I've ever seen. And that's saying something because I lived through the Milk Crate Challenge and the Tide Pod Eating Challenge and Gamer Girl Bathwater. So.
Cinnamon eating challenge where people were like,
oh no, not the the cinnamon challenge. I can't wait for what's next. I can't wait for somebody to clip me saying Gamer Girl Bathwater because there's no official. Now I've said it twice.
Well, I mean, you did make that one part randomness skit. Hold on, I have McQueen for that skit.
Oh, I did do that. You're right. I've mentioned that before.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I think I might slightly cancel my top 10 cars I'm shocked haven't been re-released because I feel like it's too similar to yours. Because like,
You could do it. It's a similar concept.
I wasn't shocked for that didn't come back were like the Fabulous Hudson Hornet variants because they're like the dirt track dock is like so barely different that it'd be kind of a waste to make a separate one that doesn't have the dirt. Especially since I don't think we ever see Doc in his Fabulous. The only time I can think of is like at the end when he takes the headset off and he's congratulating McQueen after the whole finish at the LA Speedway. That's like the only time he appears without the dirt. So I think it's just a better choice to just re-release the dirt one.
I mean, I think the fact that there's not like a regular dirt track dock. I know there are 2 cars that are basically that, but I'd like to see a Cars 1 blank blue dock in the style of Dirt Track McQueen with kind of the matte and the dirt and stuff.
Kind of crazy that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's one of those like it's like transforming Chick Hicks. It's one of those like super easy ones that I feel like that it was kind of an oversight.
You know what? This kind of reminds me. This is something I've been meaning to ask you. Are there any diecasts that you feel like are just part of a bygone era? Because I'm gonna say it. I don't think we're ever gonna see like Dirt Track McQueen ever get re-released because I feel like
that's tough. That's like that would be a pretty good top 10 list. Like top 10 cars I don't think are ever coming back. But the thing that I love about the Cars Diecast line is that we will always be wrong. If you asked me this a month ago, I would have said the truck stop haulers. But now we know Chet Boxcar's coming back.
You're right.
I
feel like race. Yeah.
Sorry, I just kicked something. Continue.
I was gonna say, I feel like Race Damage Mood Springs is a more likely re-release than like, I don't know, Maurice Welks. Or actually, no, that's
I feel like it's genuinely. I think Maurice is pretty likely because we've gotten a lot of London themed cars over the past few years. I think genuinely it's inevitable that we'll see Race Damage Mood Springs again.
What if I told you every Mood Springs racer had a canon event, and that canon event is having a super rare obscure variant that's like over $100? Because like I just thought about that. Like Doug Throttleman has his color updated variant, and I found out Rocket Racing Ed Trunken's like really expensive.
Yeah, that wave didn't hit the U.S. unfortunately. I don't know. Like the thing with. I think Race Damage Mood Springs genuinely has a pretty high chance of coming back. Mattel loves taking cars that were super rare and bringing them back.
So like they do
Bye car
on the regular like since Cars 3 because you know the Demo Derby cars exist. So like I don't know.
How likely do you guys think the Motorama Girls and Bubba coming back is? There you go. That would be my probably not coming back because they're specifically based on a book. That's probably.
Yeah, I mean, I remember thinking, oh well, the Motorama Girls are still part of the branding in Cars Land, so like they're still technically acknowledged by the franchise. They're not like, because I assume like how it works is like when you're trying to move on from an older era, you like scrub all the old branding. Because like I don't know if Sonic did that. They split old and new Sonic into like
now
two
they're separate entities.
brandings,
Yeah, I mean it's tough with Cars because that definitely is a very distinct era that's not really referenced anymore with Bubba and stuff. And I've been seeing that a lot with like the comics I've been reading in Cars Book Club and stuff. But like I think you can still definitely acknowledge their existence. I would say that about the Cars tunes. for a few years. I
Yeah,
felt that way with the cartoons, and then they came back. I think storytellers are probably never gonna come back, but
they're like the only ones that were like concretely. Well, I guess there's that, and like, would it be cheating to say like all the other like the TROC and XRS stuff because those were gimmick lines?
yeah, that probably not right. But I mean, the one exception I'll make is I think it's pretty obvious, like that I think that like I think Smell Swell McQueen could totally come back. He already did. I think they could throw
Yeah.
him somewhere special once. If we get something similar to the McQueen boxes ever again, would not be surprised if he came out.
They didn't like. I don't know. I like the McQueen boxes concept. I love the original wave. I didn't get to get the second wave, and I probably
Yeah, me
never
neither.
will since I already have like some of the McQueens they put in that second wave. It really stinks they never like character. I think I mentioned this before. I really wish they did like more character series, like what they did in 2013 with the McQueen and Mater series.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
surprised that
they
didn't
did
last past
with the
2013.
Crew series.
It would be cool to have a gaming / comic book subline like the Marvel and Star Wars figures do. Yeah. I mean, the thing with the Star Wars figures now have a line that's called like gaming greats, and it's really funny because they were GameStop exclusives and they still are for the most part, but they must have such a low budget that they're almost always repaints, and the most you're gonna get is like a head swap on one of the figures, and it's like they're very lame sometimes. And nowadays, when they do like significant video game characters, they're like, screw it, they're not in the gaming line, they're separate. Because now we can make new parts for them. As long as a Cars video game line has a higher budget than that, I'll be happy.
Of course, video game. I guess. Yeah, I'd like to see it. There's some cool like video game characters.
I see requests for it very often, and I think it's just not relevant. It's relevant to us as fans, but it's not relevant to the Cars franchise right now. Same as Bubba, you know? But here's the thing. The Cars diecast line is so popular and successful, it can take something old and make it relevant again to all of us. Like World Grand Prix racer lines, or Bye Bye Car.
Yeah, like what kid in 2024? Like unless it's like, oh, we're to mooch off Hello Kitty. I guess I don't know because that's.
Well, they like it because it's Tokyo Mater. You know, it's for like the video game cars. I don't think it would be popular.
They'd be like really obscure. Like I think the most like, because I was always impresses me that they make cars that wouldn't be very marketable.
Yeah, well, that's why I think the video game cars could work. It's tough. People would buy them, but I just don't think the market is there for them to put resources into making it. But, like, I don't know. It's a really tough scenario. If it happens, I'm not complaining, but I just think it's simply not relevant enough. Rolling Bowling Mater most definitely won't come back. There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, he's another one where it's like, yeah, he was made as a playset exclusive. There's no way he's coming back. Dirt Track McQueen at least sort of resembled McQueen in the movie. I don't know why I thought he was post Cars 1. I guess I just thought, like, the set took place after Cars 1. Like, there was, like, marketing on the back. Because I don't know, I feel like that happens sometimes.
What about, last thing, because it's been 20 minutes, I got to bring on our final guest very soon, if you're good with that. But, lenticulars.
Oh, yeah, obviously, those are never coming back, which stinks. I think lenticulars are neat enough. I was going to bring up planes.
I could see, I could see the lenticulars coming back, but not the ones we already had. I think they would just be new characters. Or new expressions for past ones.
They could probably re-release, like, McQueen or something. I don't know, they'd probably re-release. I wish planes would come back. I think it could work, because, like...
Not right.
Like, I mean, like, one, like... Yeah.
Planes is too irrelevant now, it's tough. It's tough. I would like it to make them just purely to make them less expensive, but it's not relevant.
Yeah. Oh, you getting sleepy?
Maybe.
We got ourselves a nodder.
It might be 10 o'clock.
Well, it's 10 o'clock somewhere.
And that's here. I do have to finish an essay. So we're going to bring on our final guest. Thank you for joining us.
Right. See you around.
Goodbye.
No tires.
All right. And now, our final guest. also making his live stream debut here today. We got a lot of first timers here. One that I'm very excited to see and speak with. It's your mic is off. Okay. It's Rusty's 95.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome. That was a very professional introduction we had.
Oh, wait.
It's Discord call noises. I almost said that. I thought that would have been funny.
All right. I just realized that I'm watching the stream right now. I just realized that I'm like all the way back. So
Oh no.
let me catch up. Okay, I hear myself. There we go. So how's it going?
Hi. I've been doing this live stream for exactly 2 hours now, and you're gonna take us home.
All right. Good to know. Now, to just to get started here, I have a very important question for you, Ty.
Yeah.
What are your feelings about Jodan Jackson being re-released?
You know, I think it was inevitable that he would come back.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
evil tends to come and go, and you just got to deal with that sometimes.
well, okay. So why don't you like him?
I just, it's really not deep. I just don't like it. And I think it's funny. I mean, half the reason why Jodan Jackson became a running joke is because he's literally right above me on my shelf. He's just one of the closest cars to grab. And unfortunately, when I get I'm 3 cars away from him no longer being on my shelf, so I can no longer use him for reference. But for the past several years, he's just been one that's easy to reach. When I had Jodan Jackson, I just wasn't interested in reviewing him. I just thought he was kind of an uninteresting design. I also got Jimmy Lugwrench first, and Jimmy Lugwrench is just superior, I think.
He's the one. He's the white one, right?
He's the white one.
Number
That's
26?
that's a repaint of Jodan Jackson, and Jodan Jackson came out first, but I didn't get him first. I got the repaint first, so that made me far more that made it far less interesting for me. I don't know. Jodan Jackson just of course he's coming back, right? I really had a problem with a lot of the Doc's flashback racers in 2021 because when they first came out, it was super cool. They all had unique molds. And for whatever reason, I thought that would continue. How silly I was, because come 2021, they've made 8 more, and they're all just reusing color schemes and molds, and they just didn't feel special anymore to me. I felt that way about the racing tractors too. 2021 was a pretty good year, but it was so heavy on those 2 types of cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the biggest thing that I've seen is that whenever Disney and Pixar, they're gonna make a bunch of background racers, that they'll just the main characters, they all have special, they're special models. You look at Cars 1, the King, Chick Hicks, McQueen.
Yeah.
And then everybody else is just generic. It would be nice if, now I get that, yeah, it's NASCAR, and NASCAR, there aren't many changes. They have the Camaro, the Mustangs, but they have the creative liberties to do a little something more.
Yeah, well, I don't usually care that much, but I know a lot of people who care much more about the specifics of the Piston Cup models because we all know that there are 3 in the diecast line, but in the movie people have done the math and it's more like 4 or 5 specific different types of cars in the Piston Cup. And when it comes to the Doc cars, they're not as copy paste in universe as they are in the diecast line.
Yeah, their variety. I've realized that it's a huge variety.
And it's just not as much variety as we get, which I get, and I wouldn't have noticed. I didn't notice before it was pointed out to me, so some reviewer I am, but
Sorry if I'm silent. I've never done this before.
No, that's good. You're good. You see, actually, one of the important things we do on every live stream is that we have a physical fight, and if you best me in combat, then you have to write Cars Adventures for the next 1,000 years.
Really?
Yeah. See, so I mean, I think it's just there are. We're not. Yeah, we ran out of tape, guys. I'm sorry, I got hungry. Yeah, I mean, it's there are a lot of there are a lot of Piston Cup cars. We're getting really insightful takes from me this at this point. It's like I hear people say they should go back and correct the Cars 1 racers because like in the movie their mouths are supposed to be on their bumpers for the leakless molds, and it's like I don't think they're about to go back. Like yeah, fixing like Paunchy is one thing. Retooling 36 cars is not gonna happen.
Yeah, for a customizer, okay, like that's something that they could do. But is it really in Mattel's best interest to go back and do all that? No,
because they're very small. They're very small changes. They're very small changes. So I don't think they're gonna go out here and spend all the money and time and resources making slightly more accurate molds because that's not gonna change how well the Piston Cup cars sell. Honestly, I didn't even realize that until someone pointed out. Yeah, exactly. It's one thing people used to suggest I talk about it. Very rarely. I got the request maybe 3 or 4 times for errors and inconsistencies, and I think I talked about it in that series at one point in a more recent episode. I don't exactly remember, but
yeah, I think you did.
It's not something that I deeply care about. I mean, that's how I am with a lot of errors and inconsistencies. A lot of it is just like, it's kind of funny that this is a little off. But, I mean, there are ones that genuinely really bother me. Paunchy for me was really a big one. Cam Spinner.
Like the cars, yeah, the Cars 3 versions.
Yeah, Cam Spinner didn't actually bug me that much.
Yeah, I agree with Cam, because, like...
He looks better than Paunchy did. I don't know why. I think he has less face.
Probably. No, I got so used to seeing the Paunchy wipeout that wiped out.
Right.
when we got the re-release, I'm just like, wait, what? It looks so weird. And no, the other thing about Paunchy, I saw this morning, that they changed the front of him as well. Like
they changed the... Do I have him near me? He's on the other side of the room, but I can show it. With Cam, I think with Cam, it's unfortunate that they haven't fixed him yet, but he doesn't have as much going on with the eyebrows, so I don't mind as much.
Yeah. But it says Paunchy, he has both eyelids.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. The one thing I'm really happy with, I only have one Paunchy on my shelf right now. I don't know where the corrected one is. The one thing I'm very glad didn't happen, if you look at prototype art, and it might be on my checklist poster back here. I think they may have fixed it before the poster went into production, but early prototype art of Paunchy obviously has the corrected eyebrow color, but early prototype art of Cars 3 Darren Leadfoot had blacked out eyelids too.
The black outline.
And I'm just glad. Cars 3 Darren is one of my favorite Piston Cup designs, so I'm glad that didn't go through.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's been re-released, so they probably would have fixed it.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think the Cars 3 version has been re-released. I think we only had just the 2017.
I think he was out in Blue Desert.
Was he?
I think. Let me check. I always think that Ernie Gearson was out in Blue Desert, but I get Ernie Gearson and Cars 3 Darren a little confused sometimes. Yeah, he was out. He was out in late 2019. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, okay.
I have a giant screen full of just a bunch of Darren Leadfoots right now.
Yeah. So, I mean...
I just found a picture that's just like, it's such a vibrant, just so bright.
Yeah.
Version that Darren Leadfoot. That's the weirdest. Okay.
I always think that Ernie Gearson was re-released then too, but that obviously didn't happen. They were released at the same time back in 2017, so they're kind of linked in my mind.
Mhm. Yeah. So speaking of linked, right? All of my cars that I have on my shelf, they're all in twos, right? So like whenever I set them up on a track or something, I always put them next to, like, they have a partner.
Yeah.
I'll just say that, right? So for example, McQueen and Cal, Bobby and Brick, going on from there, and anytime I look at a car like Darren Lightfoot, it's just I don't know who to put him with. Now, usually I would do it with, like, in the order that I bought them.
Okay.
I have Reb Meeker and Murray Clutchman together.
Yeah.
It's a weird pairing, but and then Chip Gearings and then Pancho Wipeout together, which it was, that pairing for me, it was weird, because when both of their haulers were released at the same time.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, what are the odds that I have them paired together and then these two haulers get released? Yeah. Speaking of the haulers, what happened to the haulers? Because we were getting the.
Some Walmarts have them and some don't now, and that's.
Yeah, no, it's really weird. Like, it's just, I wonder if they're phasing it out.
I don't know. Walmarts were phasing it out a little, but now they're still in some. Because we are getting haulers for 2025. Eduardo says, I associate him with Ralph Carlo. Yeah, they have the same expression, Darren and Cars 3 Ralph. I mean, I think I do everything by estimated screen time, which is my own complete nonsense system, where it's just me being like, how much is this character in the movie? And typically I'll go back and I'll check the movie. And it's a system that works for me and that I like, but obviously it doesn't work for everybody. My favorite way I've seen people organize racers is by number order. I think that's always cool to see people who do it in, like, ascending order.
Yeah, no, I've tried it, and, like,
for me,
I've gotten used to seeing them all, just the way I have it, and then it just messes up the entire thing. I do that for the World Grand Prix racers, though.
Mm-hmm. For me, I don't, because, like, then Cal is halfway down, and Cal and Bobby are the most significant Cars 3 racers, so I want to make sure that they're at the top. And
yeah, which earlier, I forget who sent it. I think it was Eduardo who sent it to me. A picture of a GRC Cal that he made.
Yeah,
I feel like Cal just. They could have done so much more with him. Now he's just become the butt of every joke.
Yeah, like, I think that's the fan base's fault,
Cal.
honestly. I like Cal. I am the Cal guy. I think we all like Cal deep down. I think the fan base made him the butt of every joke because the movie just kind of does.
Yeah.
Cal is a very interesting concept, but he's not significant to the movie beyond the role he plays, and I think that's fine. I would love to see him again someday. Probably not gonna happen, but
probably not.
You know, I mean, I like beyond Cars. I've always just really liked like secondary characters, or characters that are not significant but are still in it enough for you to grow an attachment to them. And those have always been like my favorite characters in everything I like for whatever reason. So Cal, I am the leader of the Cal fan club. We don't meet ever, but I mean, I was out here making a movie about Cal 6 months after Cars 3 came out. Don't find Hey Cal, don't watch it. It's bad. He goes to the Demolition Derby to train. He goes to the Demolition Derby to train. The funny thing about Hey Cal, I've said this on stream before, it's the sort of thing where you kind of had to be there. When Cars 3 came out, every Cars related series on YouTube just did Cars 3 for a little bit.
Yeah.
You would have a racer crash in your series. You would have the announcers say that they were fading fast. You would have them crash. Aaron did it. I did it. Okay, I did it again in Hey Cal. And then you would just kind of break the canon in a way as you attempted to incorporate Cars 3 characters into a different part of the timeline.
Yeah. I think the two biggest ones that were done were Jackson and Cruz.
Yeah.
Which, and I saw people doing McQueen again. I'm like, he already crashed, like literally not even less than a year ago. We thought McQueen was dead.
I
But
did Cruz, guilty as charged, but I thought it was an interesting choice at the time. I wouldn't do it now, but you know, when I was 13, when Cars of Fury just came out, I was like, wouldn't it be interesting to see Cruz crash after she starts racing?
Yeah, I feel like that storyline, like you could do a lot because McQueen's crash was at the end.
Yeah,
And
Cruz's crash was at the
Doc's-
beginning.
Doc's crash was at the end. The King was at the end. Cruz at the beginning, it would give her a different perspective.
Yeah, so
Of,
in Cars Adventures, the
of
perspective
life.
she got was that she didn't want to race
she
for
lost the
Dynaco
memory,
anymore.
and then
I think that was a different episode when she loses her memory. That was we did that as a one-off thing. Or very early on in the series, she crashes and then ends up racing for Chick Hick. Like she turns her back.
Yeah.
And if I did it now, obviously I would do it far better than I did then. But I think, yeah, like you said, having it at the beginning there is an interesting concept, and it's something that I wish I had handled better.
Yeah, I mean, we were, 7 years ago now?
Yeah.
We were limited by well, I wouldn't say limited, but because
We were younger.
our imaginations were way more expensive than I'd say we are now. I mean, I'm talking for me. I can't speak on you, but
I think I'm still doing just fine. But for me, I've gotten better. Sort of honed my craft, and made things I can be proud of now that don't involve Cruz hiring the lemons to stop racing, and I think the worst thing I ever did in Cars Adventures, my least favorite thing I ever did was make the Demolition Derby cars like villains. It's like that. You completely missed the point there. Dusty crashed in Cars Adventures and got amnesia, so.
Oh, I completely forgot that Dusty was in Cars Adventures.
Yeah, Well, see, at one point I was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna turn any reference to planes in Cars Adventures into like a deep metaphor of how the plane series is no longer relevant. So like Prop Wash Junction stops being relevant to the world, and Dusty gets amnesia. I've since undone that because it felt kind of mean. So.
Yeah, speaking of Cars Adventures, like, look, me personally, I've been enjoying the most recent season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just lost my train of thought. the tuners. Honestly, I may or may not have bought duplicates of the tuners just because of Cars Adventures.
Wow.
But like, honestly, I love the use of the tuners.
Thank you.
And how you just make them. What's the word? Like, it's kind of like the traditional villain antagonist, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have a question.
Yeah.
Will we by any chance see Redline or Rod Redline?
Right. So here's the thing. Rod is a loose end. And he's a loose end I'm not ready to touch on yet, but he is like Rod is kind of end game for Cars Adventures.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really ready to bring the stuff with him back just yet, but obviously he's going to come back and we're going to deal with all the junk with him again, but it's going to be a little bit. I think I should probably start setting stuff up a little bit more soon because he hasn't really been relevant to
Well, here's an idea. Like I'd say maybe wait. Because I feel like Redline is still a little bit relevant.
Yeah.
Right now, but I'd say like in a couple months, years when nobody really expects it.
Then bring it back, like what I did the first time, kind of. What I want to do is I wanna there are two loose plot threads that I want to wrap up in Cars Adventures soon. Herb Kerbler and Chick Hicks are still like under his influence, and I want to not undo that, but I want to finish that story. I want to get them out of there, and I want to try to do it in a way that doesn't make it seem like, because I feel like I need to do it in a way where, like, it's hard to do it without making all the Rod stuff relevant again. And I'm not ready to make the Rod stuff relevant again, but I have to try to figure it out. Now, for Cars Adventures and for the next little bit, obviously we're doing the Yojimbo stuff, but we're also about to break into the Lemons a bit more. This year was supposed to be all Lemon stuff in Cars Adventures, but I couldn't get enough duplicate Lemons in time. So now I'm really hoping next year I could do the Lemon stuff. I have gotten enough duplicate Lemons now, and with Acer and Grem coming back, I can definitely do some more Lemon stuff. But I'm kind of dealing with kind of going down because Cars Adventures has a few years left. We're in lap 3, which is going to be the final lap. So
really?
Yeah. So I'm kind of going down the list. We're on Mario Kart logic. We get 3 laps. I'm kind of going down the list of, like, well, what characters do I need to incorporate? Like, what, you know? So the Lemons are kind of next on that list.
Okay, well, here, one request I have.
Yes.
Is that you don't end Cars Adventures without an appearance from Blue Gremlin with headset.
You know, I think he really should be there. I think he really should. I can't find the headset I made for him, though.
Oh, do you have a custom?
I have a custom. I never make customs of cars that appear in the movies, but I made an exception for him.
Yes. The one thing that I'm really excited for with Grem is that, you know, the 2 cars that are being released and re-released, Jonathan Gearson, because the headset's on the right side.
Yeah, so you could just buy a second Jonathan. I may have to do that.
So you can just take that, and then boom, there's your headset.
Finally.
So that's a custom in the works.
That would be a good one.
And now that I have an airbrush, you know, I'll be able to.
You can make the definitive. You can make the definitive Blue Gremlin with headset. It's so funny to me how far. Like, I don't even know where Blue Gremlin with headset started. Like, I just want it to be made. It's like, it's genuinely. I know it's a running joke now and everything, but it's genuinely seriously comes from a place of this is an item that I think needs to be made.
Yeah, I feel like the reasoning for that would probably be since, you know, he had a voice line.
He had a voice line. That's my main reason. So can we talk about the fact that we don't know where Don Kremlin appeared, we don't know where Petrov appeared, etc.
Yeah.
And we have Blue Gremlin with headset who just spoke and doesn't have a diecast. It's weird.
Exactly. No, it's the same thing with this guy from Cars 3. The Thunder Hollow announcer guy.
Yeah.
Like how do we get Hot Rod Steve Herschel before we get
the Thunder Hollow announcer?
The Thunder Hollow announcer.
That was for a good few months the most wanted Cars diecast, period. That was the one I heard most, and I really hope that somebody at Mattel heard that, saw that, and I hope it's in production. I really hope so. Because we do have Barney Cones, and it's the same mold. It's the same sculpt. So
now, you know, now that they have this truck mold, they can actually go ahead and, you know, put pen to paper already.
He doesn't even have a name. He is the character. A while back, I did a video. I didn't finish it, but me and a few other people, we watched through all the Cars movies, and our goal was to see how many Cars characters who spoke didn't have diecasts. I did Cars 3, I think, and then Robin did one of the movies, and the Piston 11 did one of the movies. For me, it was mainly paparazzi cars, but obviously then you have the Thunder Hollow announcer, who I think is easily the car with the most dialogue that doesn't have a diecast.
Yeah.
Maybe someone from On the Road is beating him out now, but like I'm not kind of.
I feel like
On the Road is too new for me to make claims like that. Like if it's Captain Longleggy, we know he's too big to be made, so I'm not gonna count him.
Well, I feel like for Captain Longleggy, he would definitely have to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but they just don't do it anymore.
I wish they would do like maybe they're turned off of this because of the fact that the like Doc Garage crowdfund didn't work. But something that the Marvel figures just started doing is like making larger characters made to order instead of doing crowdfunding, and I think that's just really smart. So they'll sell a larger character for like a larger price, a bigger price tag, and then just whoever orders it, that's how many we make. And I think that's just a smart strategy. Like they did like Barry Diesel as an online exclusive, but nowadays when we get an online exclusive, it's a multi-pack that just includes one exclusive car that could have been in any other pack. I think they really need to take advantage of the fact that we have like the internet now as a major way of purchasing things, and that they can like typically with cars, it's, oh, this character is too big to fit on a card back. That's not a problem if you make one of those empty brown boxes and put a car in it, like the IV3 pack. It's not a problem. Size won't matter if it's only existing in the mail. Exactly. I want that on a t-shirt. I want that on my gravestone.
Right. Oh, that gives me another question.
What's going to be on your gravestone? Great question.
So now that you've reached 10,000, 10,000 subscribers. I was about to say 100,000. We're close though. We're close.
1/10 of the way there.
So, are you planning on doing like merch or anything?
You see, I would love to, but I don't know how. I don't think it would sell enough, and also copyright infringement. It's something that would be very fun. I think I'd have to wait a little bit longer. Something that I really want to do, which kind of counts, is I want to sell some like duplicate mini racer customs I have. Just like a limited quantity, and just put them on like Etsy or something. I'd love to eventually have some sort of merchandise, but it's I don't know. I think right now I would spend more on it than I would make.
Yeah, it's a little easier said than done.
Yeah,
and I mean, the amount of time that you'd have to take to do it.
Well, I'm actually gonna do what YouTubers apparently do now and just start selling custom candy. They're, I don't know. I'd like to get something out there eventually, but I'm just not at a point yet where I think it's like a good financial decision.
Yeah. What earlier when I was in Kroger, right? I was thinking of this one thing. To ask you.
Yes.
What was it?
I don't know.
Oh no! It just slipped my mind. No. Come on.
Just so you know, I'm going to be wrapping up the stream in a few minutes because I may or may not have an essay due in an hour and a half. You didn't hear that from me, though.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was having each guest on for about 20 minutes, so.
Oh, okay.
We've been going for 30.
Don't worry. I've had my fair share of getting the thing done literally right at 11:58.
It's okay. I'm more than halfway done with it, so I know I'll be fine.
Oh yeah. I mean.
I don't like that I have homework due when I am on holiday break, but I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
It's so annoying. Here's a more personal question. Did you ever struggle with like procrastination?
Oh, for sure. I used to be better with it, but nowadays I've been struggling with motivation quite a bit. Yeah.
Like for me personally, I've just honestly like been procrastinating even more than I'd like to, way more than I'd like to.
I genuinely think that like this is I honestly I used to be much better at it than I am now. I think college has made me much worse at managing time.
Oh, same.
The amount I enjoy the lenience where I'll have an assignment due and I don't need to get it done for a week, but now I find myself doing my homework at 9 o'clock in the morning and my class is at 10, and like it's not a good idea. It's not, but I think the wider freedom has made it easier for me to not yeah. So that's something I'm trying to work on, but.
All right. Yeah. Honestly,
it gets to all of us for sure.
I've needed somebody else, you know, who I can relate to in college.
Yeah.
To know that I'm not the only one over here procrastinating.
Yeah, I think we all kind of struggle with it. I mean, look at me. I have an essay due in an hour and a half, and
Which you should totally go do.
I should do that.
To everybody in the chat, if you're in school, get your stuff done early.
Get your stuff done. Then you got more free time to do things that you enjoy, like watching Mucktown Funk videos, which is a channel you should definitely subscribe to.
Exactly.
You should make a plush of your channel mascot. That's just Lightning McQueen repainted. I legally probably can't.
I need to admit something.
Yeah.
I'm not subscribed to Mucktown Funk.
Wow. You know what? That's okay. I think I can find it somewhere deep within my heart to forgive you for that one.
No. The biggest problem I have is that I have Kermit the Frog sitting in the corner over there.
Right, you have the Kermit plush. I remember. And
yeah, he's staring at me right now.
He's gonna judge you because you're looking at other Muppets.
He's silently judging me. Yeah, you know what? Now that I have this here, I'm gonna go subscribe. I'm gonna subscribe.
Wow. I'm gonna go in real time and sign into Mupptown Funk and see if see if the subscriber number goes up. You don't have to, no pressure, I don't care. It's not even my channel. What are you talking about?
Oh.
Yeah, it's Mupptown Funk.
The hilarious thing is that when I go into to YouTube and search it up, you wanna know.
Yep.
I cannot speak.
Does the channel come up at all? Because I've been told it doesn't.
Nope. It says showing results for Uptown Funk.
Gee. Well, it actually took me a few years for my main channel to come up on YouTube search. I think it takes a little while because you just need to like fully break the search engine system. You know, you used to just get either like Ryan's Toy Reviews or Ty Plushie, like Ty the Stuffed Animal Company videos if you looked me up. But no, I've been told that, you know, so maybe making my as good. I think Mupptown Funk is a very good pun, but it's also one letter off of one of the most viewed music videos on the internet. So
yeah, I mean that is a problem. But I feel like Mupptown Funk. By the way, you do realize that in the description of your channel it says I'm Ty.
Wow. You know, it must be a different Ty.
Probably.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Anyway, I know that you have an essay to go.
Right, I do.
Right? So.
I do. Well, thank you for joining me, Rusty's95, and thank you for everybody else who joined me for this stream today, including, but not limited to, but also limited to, because these were the people: Cars Ignite 95, World of Cars Entertainment, Calypso, Eduardo, the Piston Cupster, and Rusty's 95, and also me. I also want to give a special thanks to the bride from the Haunted Mansion. She's been hanging out back there the whole time, the Radiator Springs Precision Series cars, and of course the roll of tape, which I have since dismantled into 3 equally sized cardboard rolls of tape. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Rusty's 95. If you don't mind, I'm going to be signing off now.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving. I forgot that was what the stream was kind of about. Have a great Thanksgiving, everybody. I will see you guys next time. Bye now.